Great. Thank you for telling me, Tessa. You know, sometimes it's completely fine. Sometimes it's very, very annoying. And this is day 361, by the way. And we are going for meditation right here, right now, for 30 minutes. So feel free to join in if you like to. Whoop, the screen here. And you see the instruction on the right side. That will be all right. And if you like to join in, come to a great sit. Either sit down on the floor or sit up in a chair. If you're sitting down on the floor, make sure that you sit up on a sitting pillow. If you're sit in a chair, root your feet down. Feel how your feet are connected to the floor. Also, if you're sitting down on the floor, feel how your legs are connected to the floor. And from there, feel how your hips, from your hips getting longer to the crown of the head, releasing the arms wherever they feel comfortable. And at any point in time, if you like to change your sitting posture, please feel free to do that. And all what we're doing is focusing on the breath, observing the breath, observing your inhale and observing your exhale. So maybe observing that your inhale is a little bit colder than your exhale. If that's it, that's all what we're doing every time you lose the connection to your breath. Observe your thoughts and let them go softly without pushing them away, but really take a time to observe your thoughts and then coming back to your breath. Observing your breath again, without judging yourself. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask after the meditation. And we're going for 25 minutes of meditation right now, and then 5 minutes of Shavasana. Enjoy. Slowly. Come and lie down on your back. Extend your legs. Bring your arms by your sides. Have your eyes closed. Bring your arms by your sides. Palms are pointing up towards the sky. And just be for 5 minutes. Just be. Releasing the breath here. You don't need to focus on your breath anymore. Just be. And slowly start to move your toes. Start to move your fingers. Coming back into your body. Stretching your arms. If you like, you can also yawn. And slowly come back up. Your time. Coming back up in your time. Hey Jamie, thank you for the shout out for Tessa. Thank you for the shout out for Tessa. Also shout out to Celsi. And yeah, big shout out to Celsi as well. who's always in here, lurking. How are you guys doing? We're going for 30 minutes of yoga today, just 30 minutes. So we also leave out the chanting part today. So Salty is a wonderful fitness streamer, and yeah, he's doing also adventure playthroughs where you can kind of like decide the next actions that he does. It's very, very enjoyable. He's doing them on Sunday, I think. So tomorrow morning, at least for me it's morning, or Sunday night. So kind of like starting very soon, I guess. Next to that, we have also Tessa Elena in here, who's doing a wonderful singing on stream. Can I say it? Wonderful singing, I wanted to say that, on stream, who's, yeah, just amazing. And she's bringing out her own album very, very soon, so that's exciting. It's very exciting. So, before we start with the yoga, we're just going for 30 minutes, and I just completely need to admit I forgot the I forgot the topic, and the topic is no breaks. So yeah, we're going just for 40 minutes, and we're not going for mantra singing today, unfortunately, Tessa, as you maybe would have been interested in that. But we're going for yoga, and we're tuning into our body right now with the intention of like releasing our body, releasing like things that are blocking ourselves. So maybe brakes, you know, too much on your brakes sometimes. So we think about releasing these brakes today, or these obstacles if you want. So no obstacles that are in our way. And just release your body, and from here bring your shoulders forward, upward, backward and down. Forward, upward, backward and down. And think about pushing yourself a little bit, but not pushing yourself too much, just this little tiny bit. It's all about consistency. It's all about doing it again and again and going somewhere. It's not about just one time. It's not a marathon. It's not a sprint. Wait, it's a, yeah, you know, a marathon you also do one time. So it's not really comparable to marathon and sprint. It's more like, yeah, it's something that you do daily. So it's neither a marathon nor a sprint, right? It's something that you do daily. It's practice, you know. It's practice for yourself. Daily practice, for example. Doesn't need to be daily, but maybe weekly or something. And we don't want to handle it as marathon, and we don't want to handle it as sprint. We just want to start, right? Of course, it's rather comparable to a marathon, but still a marathon is all done in one day, so it's still not really the right image. It's more like step by step, building it up. Step by step, building it up, I mean, doing every day something, right? Maybe that makes sense for you, maybe not. That's all right. From there, bring your hands to your thighs and move your hands forward and backward again. If you like to change your sitting pose at any point in time, please feel free to do that. Really connect with your palms to your thighs and feel how your thighs are feeling. Feel how your palms are feeling today. Not just connecting to your palms, but really also to your thighs. And good. Release, shake your wrists, shake your elbows, shake your shoulders, and bring the hands in front of you, your heart together, interlace the fingers and circle your wrist in one direction. Smile a little bit, you're doing awesome. Try to release brakes, releasing obstacles today. Can you do that? Something that is like blocking yourself in the body, maybe. Almost like a little bit dance-like, you know. Then circle your wrists again, shake the wrists out again, the elbows to shoulders, and then interlace the fingers again. Bring the other thumb in front and circle your wrist into the other direction if you can. And if you cannot, be playful with it. Try it out. Try it out. See how that feels. Try to go really soft instead of like engaging the muscles a lot. Try to go really, really soft and see where that leads you. Good. And from here, take your shoulders up, 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 engaging your shoulders. Before we can release certain muscles, we must connect with them on a deeper level. So we're connecting to the muscles right now by engaging the shoulder muscles and then release them completely. Try to release them really, really a lot. Feeling them, releasing the tension, and then picking the shoulders up again. Picking the shoulders up, 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 up. Engaging them. How does that feel? And then releasing them. Release all the tension, even more tension in your shoulders. Great job. Awesome. And from here, bring your hands forward. Fingers are vertical. Bring the thumb, extend the thumb up. Then bring the thumb in. Extend the thumb up and in. Up and in. Up and in. Up. Okay, circle the thumb forward, whatever forward means to you. There's not really a forward circling here. And really connect to what are your fingers doing as you're doing this movement. What are your arms doing as you're doing this movement? And then circle the thumb into the other direction. Great job. You're doing amazing. Keep it up. Keep it up. Then make fists and move your wrists up and down. Up and down. How does that feel? And slowly, slowly, we're preparing ourselves to come up into standing position as we don't have too much time today, right? Let's come up to a standing position. And as I always say, transitioning slowly, as transitioning in yoga is half of yoga. So make sure to connect with your body. Feel how your body is feeling. Slowly stand up. No need to hurry. Really feel how your body feels as you're standing up. Good. In your way, stand up in your way that feels good to you. Listening to your body. Great job. Great job, everybody. Shake your legs out. Shake your arms. Exactly. Breathe in deep. And breathing out. Before we do anything else, bring your hips over the heels, or heels under the hips as you like, and start to jump out of the knees. So making a jumping motion with your knees, releasing your shoulders a lot. Feeling how your shoulders are starting to jump without any kind of muscles engaged in the shoulders. Feeling what kind of muscles are engaged here as you're jumping. And release all the other muscles that are not in use right here, right now. Releasing the head, the neck. Let the neck jump, let the shoulders jump. Releasing any obstacles. Maybe increasing the intensity. If there's any kind of pain coming up, if there's any kind of pain coming up, listen to that pain and just take a break, coming out of it, and then join us again afterward. From there, you can also jump out of the heels and reconnect with the heels to the floor, really stomping the ground. Your toes are connected still to the floor. Absorbing the hip with your knees. How does that feel? Really stomp, stomp, stomp the ground. And then, if you like to intensify even more, you can completely release the floor and reconnect with your toes and your heels, stomping the ground even more, releasing your shoulders and your neck. A lot. And slowly come back to just jumping out of the knees and release. Woohoo! Good. And today, as we're going with no breaks, you know, I'm teaching yoga here, but it's also about teaching you to be your own teacher. So it's kind of like releasing you to your own knowledge. So I invite you to just release your body right here, right now, and do the things that you like to do. Maybe stretch to one side and stretch to the other side. Or just do anything you want to. And you don't need to come into fixed patterns that you usually do, but you can just allow you to try out where you like to go right here, right now, without me telling you anything. Listening to your body and feeling what your body needs right now. Maybe leaning forward. Maybe trying out something, being experimental. Or maybe more like dancing kind of like thought. Being playful here. It's nothing right or wrong here. Just trying out things and releasing the brakes. Feeling how you can move your body without looking too much at me, but you can also close your eyes and just move freely. Explore. Maybe coming completely onto the floor, if you like to do that. Maybe giving some weight to your hands. Maybe exploring with your neck a little bit more. Maybe releasing the whole body, all the muscles more. Listening to what your body wants right here, right now. And slowly coming back. Take some time. You can go for 10 more seconds if you wish. But decreasing the intensity. Good. Great job, everybody. That was wonderful. I appreciate your effort. You're doing great. So from here, I'll invite you to come to a forward fold. Like for me now especially, you're always invited to have your requests, right? And we're going to implement your requests right away if you like to do something in particular. Otherwise, of course, I also am going to say no if it doesn't fit into the yoga lesson. However, I try my best to put the requests in there. So right now, come to the front of the mat, bend your knees and hinge at the hips, coming slowly to a forward fold. Now important in forward fold is that we have the hips over the heels. So if you like, if you can straighten your knees and still have the hips over the heels. Very, very important. Now, oops. Now if you can put your hands on the floor if you wish to. Having the hips over the heels, a lot of the weight will be over the toes, right? So even your heels could lift off the floor and you have so much weight over the toes, and that's completely fine. Now from there, you can release not release, but can I say it? Put the hands together behind the back and then draw away with the arms. Interlace the fingers, release your head. The head is not engaged, it's not looking up like this, but your head is in line with the spine. Again, focus on your hips. Are the hips still over the heels? Great job. And from there, release your head, nod your head a little. And also release your arms, feel the gravity. So not engaging your arms anymore, but feel the gravity doing the work. And release your head again if it has any kind of tension going on, nod your head a little. Great job. From there, bring your hands back to your hips. Elbows are pointing up. How does that feel? Good. And I really feel like doing some more cat-cow action. So instead of going down to the floor, let's do it in standing. Let's come into a little bit of a table pose. Bring your hands to over the knees and start to round up, breathing out. And arc down, head up. So we're doing it the opposite direction right now, rounding out the up from your lower spine up, and then rounding, arcing down from the head down, vertebra by vertebra down, and then rounding up from your lower spine up. Step feel. Working together with your breath. Great job. That's already enough. Stand up again. Let's check with the time. We're halfway through. Good job. Let's do some sun salutation today. Easy going. You're already coming back to the thought of releasing blockheads, right? Releasing blockheads. Shake your arms a little, shake your legs, bring your arms up into the sky, engage your belly, slight back bend here. Breathing in, breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, lifting halfway. Finding length from your hips to your head. You can check with your lower spine if it's arcing or not, if the vertebrae are sticking out or not, and then fold forward. Place your hands down on the floor, push them up to the floor. If that's not clear, I'm kind of like teaching this every day, but not teaching it today. So if you want to know more about mounts, pushing the mounts of the fingers into the floor, which is super important, then come on in to another lesson of me and I'll teach that. So walking your heels up and down. You can also come a little bit forward. So coming in between downward facing dog and plank pose. Good. So hips up and shoulders up, kind of. Good. And from there we straighten our legs and our arms and push our lower back up into the sky. Not just our lower back, but our whole back. Our whole back up into the sky. And really feel the shaking in your legs. Feel the shaking in your arms. And release. Shift your hips more to the back, coming more into downward facing dog. Breathing in deep here. And coming forward into a plank pose, and from there, breathing out, bring the elbows close to your body. You can also have the knees down on the floor, and then release your hips down. So 90 degrees with your elbows, and shift yourself up, forward and up, pushing the feet into the ground, knees into the ground, toes into the ground, drawing the belly in and up. Think about forward and up. Maybe just go a little tiny bit forward and up, so you can do that without the hands even. Your head is in line with the spine. Your elbows are pointing back to your feet. Great job. And then shift yourself back to downward facing dog. Tuck your toes in, hips up. Look between your wrists. And as you're breathing out, walk forward. Bend your knees, bring your hands straight back, bring your arms up into the sky, slight back bend. And breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, lifting halfway. You know what to do. Breathing out, falling forward, placing the hands, stepping back. Hips up into the sky, breathing in. Forward and down, breathing out. Release your hips down and think forward and up. As you're pushing the toes and the knees into the floor, the belly in and up, and your shoulder blades coming onto the back together. You can lift up even further if you like. Your head is in line with the spine. Doing a great job. And then shifting yourself back, downward facing dog. Looking between your wrists, start to walk forward as you're breathing out. Bend your knees, bring your hands. Stand up with a straight back, bring your arms by your side, up into the sky, slight back bend. Great job, and release. Release your arms, shake your wrists, shake your legs. How did that feel? How did these sun salutations feel? Even if it's not quite morning anymore, shake your arms out. So there's no sun to salute to, at least for me. It's super, super dark outside. But yeah, it can be for you, right? Wherever you are. Shake your legs, shake your arms. Great job. And from here, where shall we go? Where shall we go? I like to stretch a little bit before we are ending. Let's do some easy stretches. So bring the left leg forward, bring the right leg a little bit to the back, bend your right knee, and from there hinge at the hips, feeling a hamstring stretch here. Get long from your hips to your head. Your front knee is protected, so your front knee is not pushed through, but it's somewhat a little bit engaged. Get long from the hips to the head. Breathing in, working with your breath here. And breathing out, folding a little bit forward. So not rounding your back, but releasing a little bit more down. Good. Folding wasn't the right word there, I guess. Bring the other leg forward. Bend your back leg. Hinge at the hips again. Pushing your butt to the back. Great. Breathing in deep, get long from your hips to your head. Slowly coming up. Shake your legs, shake your legs. Bring your legs to the short end of the mat. Your second toes are pointing forward. Second toes are pointing forward, so think about second toes are parallel to each other. Bring your arms by your sides and your wrists approximately over the heels. If that's correct, awesome. Then hinge at the hips. Push your butt to the back. Keep your knees engaged, keep your legs engaged. Fold a little forward, great job. Your back is again straight, so no vertebrae are pushing out of your back right now. If you like, you can also test that by rounding and feeling the vertebrae sticking out of your back. Coming up again and seeing how far you can go, how much you can push your butt to the back, how far you can come down. Great job. Keep your kneecaps engaged, keep your legs engaged, your thighs engaged. Breathing in deep. And breathing out. Your head in line with the spine. And slowly release down, rounding your whole back down to the floor. And from here, we are keeping the knees engaged. Really watch out here. And we are walking over to the left legs, to the left toes, to the left leg and to the left toes. Keeping the right leg really, really engaged. Saying hello to your left leg. How did your leg feel? And then walking back into the middle and walking over to the right leg. Keeping the left leg engaged. Saying hello to your right toes. And then slowly coming back up again. Come to your thighs and stand. Lift yourself up again over your thighs and then stand. Bring yourself together step by step. Stepping together, shake your legs out. Great job. How did that feel? Now let's come to the front of the mat and let's sit down. Ooh. Sit down. Roll to the back. Rock a little bit forward and backward. Giving your back a small massage here. How does that feel? Oh yeah. So there's this little crazy movement. It's not really crazy, but wait, I say it's crazy and then I say it's not crazy, but it looks a little crazy. That's what I want to say. So bring your feet close to your bum. Basically, this is called knocking, but our way of saying this is called floor twerking. And we're twerking the floor right now, so bring the elbows close to your body. Fingers are pointing up. This is great to release a lot of tension in the lower back. And because our session is called like we want to release obstacles in our body, no brakes, right? Releasing all the brakes in our body. So to know if we want these brakes or not, to access these brakes a little bit better, we want to release that a little. Good. So bring your hips up and then release them down. So just hips up 5 centimeters, some centimeters, some fingers, let's chase us, some fingers up and then release down. So engaging up and then release down, engaging up, release down, engaging up, release down. And we're doing this in quick succession. And it's also called knocking, so you want to hear a certain kind of knocking, right? And this releases very much a lot of tension in the lower back and should feel super, super awesome. If that doesn't feel good to you, just don't do it. And then release. Breathe in deep. And breathing out. Here we go one more time, like this. So taking your time and start again. Engaging up and releasing down. Rather can focus on very much just the lower back, or you can also integrate a little bit more with like the whole back kind of. But you can also think about just like, oh yeah, only the lower vertebrae, lifting the lower vertebrae up. So there's a lot to discover in this exercise. Again, we want to release a lot of tension here. Great, and release again, breathing in deep. And breathing out, releasing. Good. And we're going straight away to Shavasana. Extend your legs. Feet are facing away from each other. Bring your arms by your sides. Palms are pointing up. Bring the chin a little bit to your chest. And just be. Just be. I will get you back out of it in about 30 seconds. Just be. Having your eyes closed. Deepening your breath. Start to move your fingers. Start to move your toes. Coming back into your body. Bring your knees towards your belly. Shift yourself to either the left or the right side, coming to lie down in your side body. In the side body position, releasing all the tension. Softening the skin of the face. Releasing all the tension in your tongue, in your neck, in the shoulders, the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, the fingers, the chest, the belly, the hips, your whole spine, your whole back, and your legs, and your knees, and your ankles, and your heels, and your toes. Releasing all the tension in your body. From there, breathing in deep into this newfound body with less obstacles, let's say it like this, and breathing out. And then breathing in again, lifting yourself up by your side. Sitting up, coming into a final sitting position. Taking your time getting there. As soon as you're there, bring the arms in front of your heart together. I honor deeply that you took care of your body today. Honoring your yoga practice, bow your head in front of your heart. Namaste. Emptiness inside of me recognizes the emptiness inside of you. Release the arms. Open your eyes and welcome back. I hope you enjoyed today. Hope you enjoyed today. And yeah, a lot of love and blessings to you. A lot of love and blessings to you. And we are on tomorrow again. Oops, this is like the wrong one. This is like the very, very close up from the side. This is the other one. We will be on tomorrow today again. And yeah, we're going for the last days of 2020. And then we're starting with 2021. I'm excited to be on this journey together with you. If you like to join in again, feel free to. If you have any requests, also feel free to ask as well. Always live in the chat, or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can also leave a comment there and ask for it, and I will tackle that for you. With that said, I wish you a wonderful rest of the day. And wherever you are in the world, you can also check me out on YouTube. Feel free to check me out on YouTube. I'm also the host of the Health Skill Podcast. So if you didn't know that, check out the Health Skill Podcast. And feel free to join my Discord if you aren't in there already, especially for all the streamers. Feel free to join there and tick a little box that says you're a streamer, and you will get like a little notification, not really notification, but you will be marked when you're streaming. So it's super easy, at least for me, to come into your stream, because I'm hanging out a lot in my Discord, you know. So I can visit your Discord, your streams easier. So Tessa, I've never heard somebody say the emptiness inside of me, in me, recognizes the emptiness inside of you. And I think that's very cool. Yeah, Tessa, it comes from like another teacher of me that explained me like the meaning of namaste and the meaning of like emptiness. So emptiness kind of like as we kind of like put meaning into a certain kind of object, right? To release that meaning, to say, okay, actually that's not true, that's not the case. So for example, he had this example of like a vase that is given through generations and generations of people, and then actually it gets destroyed. Somebody just shatters it, and everybody is like, yeah, well, okay, let's just replace it, because there's not really a meaning connected with that. Maybe you see it a little bit more with that, so it's emptiness there, but it can also be like converted to a fullness, right? So yeah, there are different kind of philosophies there. So yeah, different kind of philosophies about how to translate namaste, or what does exactly namaste mean, right? And even though, you know, I don't agree completely with like the emptiness inside of me and recognizes emptiness inside of you anymore, at the moment, this is how I'm teaching it. This is how with what I connect a little bit here and there, however not 100%, because I very well know there's the ego inside of me, and that's completely fine. And I give place for that ego to be there, and I'm not seeing like, I'm not looking at it like, oh yeah, we need to get rid of our egos here completely, and we need to become like Buddha or something like this. Even though Buddha is there, and completely, it's not really in my philosophy, so that's also like, yeah, I'm giving him space to be here right now, but actually he's not really like within my philosophy, but still, he's very welcome. He's very welcome, and I mean, the philosophies are kind of like similar, right? It's not like that's a bad philosophy, or that's a bad, another philosophy is bad. It's more like, yeah, what does resonate with you, right? What does resonate more with you? What would you like to work on? And really be clear about that, and see if it feels good to you, or if you already like invested so much and you're kind of like committed right now there, and really be sure that it's the right thing for you. It's kind of a hard task, you know? Kind of a hard task. Yes, the understanding and meaning can evolve over time. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Definitely that is. It's like going step by step and learning from day to day. It's kind of like always, also like the same picture with the stream, like you're evolving the stream day by day, right? And you're growing. Yeah, I feel I need to befriend and work with my ego. I rarely use the framework of the ego. I feel I need to befriend and work with my ego. Yeah, I mean, you're always connected with it. You're always connected with it if you want to, or if you don't want to. The only ones that are not really connected with it are monks, right? Really, like renunciate monks that are going away from day-to-day life, right? From their daily activities and really renounce life, right? In one way or another. So they are kind of like, yeah, at least from my perspective right now, they're kind of like babies, like that have no ego. That are like whoop, just like it's observing, just observing all the time, and not doing anything else than observing. Sounds kind of like nice, but all the time, nah, not all the time. You know, you want to get into that and maybe out of that again. That's maybe a little bit of an insight there. So you want to get into that feeling of like, oh yeah, you can observe, just observe the moment, and then you can come out of it again and be yourself. You know, be yourself. Have your values in one way. As you're maybe a singer, right? Then you're identifying as singer, and you're not going away from the ego and saying, oh, no, I'm not a singer, I'm not a monk, I'm nothing, right? That's kind of like the coming away from the ego. I'm nothing, I'm observing. I'm this observing, right? I'm the observer. I'm nothing more than that, right? Yeah. And I currently give my feet a little bit of a massage. And of course, you're very welcome to come out of it. And thank you so much for joining in today, Tessa. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, I see that. And yeah, currently we're setting up. This is maybe interesting for you. So you know, it's interesting and funny for me to tell you. Like I've got these cards here, and they're coming in day by day, and they are resembling the chakras. You know, they're resembling the chakras. And soon we receive like 7 of them, and then I will hang them down here. I think maybe on this side here on this closet. So you guys can see it, and then it becomes a little bit more of like yogic, right? More of like a yoga scene. That's also why Buddha is here right now, or a little. I think he's already enlightened, and as my brother told me, and yeah, making the whole scene a little bit more yogic and welcoming to yogas, to yogis, and to people that are joining in, making the whole scene more beautiful. You know, my wonderful teacher has such a wonderful scene like set up. I really need to be a little bit inspired by her, and so colorful, you know. And she's herself, she's wearing these colorful things and wearing things like, yeah, it's very, very beautiful in one way, right? So maybe I also need to think about that a little bit more. Our personalities give richness and beauty to the life that courses through us. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's the thing, like in meditation, there's some philosophies where people are renounce the ego, and that's completely fine, at least as long as not everybody does it. But I mean, if more people would do like that kind of meditation, of course, the world would be a better place. However, if everybody would do it, then yeah, it would become like a little bit meaningless in one way. And we would just be observing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much about that. And I agree with what you have written. Agree with what you have written completely. So with that said, yeah, dear Tessa, thank you so much for bringing your beautiful self to this stream today, and your beautiful opinions. Thank you so much for that. And with that said, we are closing it slowly. Again, if you haven't checked out Tessa, please go check out Tessa. She's a wonderful being. Here, also newly arrived on Twitch. So wishing her all the best. And we are here streaming every day. So feel free to join with us, normally in the morning, 6:30 to 8 o'clock. So first 30 minutes of meditation and an hour of yoga. Will be on tomorrow again. And feel free to join in then. Yeah, with that said, wish you a wonderful rest of the day. And we're heading over to another stream, and we're sharing the love, of course. We're always raiding with love. Let's check out who we can raid today. Maybe Torlar is on. Maybe. Torlar is on every day, so always a good place to raid. Maybe Grace. Salty's on already. I normally raid Salty tomorrow. We can head over to Grace Yoga. Do you know Grace Yoga already? Thank you, Marcel. Thank you, Tessa. Let's raid Grace Yoga today and see. She's playing checkbox games. That sounds fun. Maybe just say her hello. Say hello to her. Whoop, that's the wrong message. I need to copy the right message. So just put your favorite emotes around raiding with love. And I wish you a wonderful rest of the day, and I hope to see you very, very soon. With that said, bye-bye. See you very soon. Thank you for being here, Tessa, today. And this was stream 361. And we're going strong. We're keeping it up. And with time and time, we grow. With that said, yeah, I don't know. There should be more people in here, but hey, we're just raiding now. So with that said, bye-bye. See you soon. See you very soon. Bye-bye. Let's go. Happy holidays, Marcel. Hey, city girl. Yeah, you too. Have a wonderful holiday. We're just raiding right now, so feel free to chime in and raid with love. Bye. Bye-bye. See you soon. Lots of love to you as well.